you're also, I'm going to quote here, a longtime Democratic Party activist who served as a member of the 2016 Democratic National Convention's Platform Standing Committee, close quote. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You support Hamas, do you not?
Senator, oddly enough, I'm going to say thank you for that question because it demonstrates the purpose of our hearing today in a very effective way.
Let's start first with a yes or no.
Hamas is a foreign terrorist organization that I do not support, but you asking the executive director of the Arab American Institute that question very much puts the focus on the issue of hate in our country.
Oh boy. Feels like we stepped into a time loop into 2001, right after 9/11. That was Senator John Kennedy of my great state of Louisiana, talking to an Arab American woman in a Senate committee hearing on combating hate. And it looks like Senator Kennedy thought that it was a committee to join the combat on hate, on the side of hate. And this isn't the first time that Senator Kennedy has done these performative racisms, even though it's more like method acting at this point. You'll remember him as the guy who said this.
If you hate cops just because they're cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
These guys are incredibly cartoonishly evil, but Kennedy wasn't the only person to get some shots in at this committee hearing. Human skin tag, accused Zodiac killer, and worst of all, Canadian, Ted Cruz also got some jabs in.
Next year, if there's a Republican administration, you will see people prosecuted for this sort of violence. This is being tolerated with the looking away, the blind eye being turned from this administration and this Department of Justice, and it is utterly disgraceful. And under Title VI, any university that allows this should have their funding cut off.
It comes as no surprise that these Senate committee hearings are not actually about solving anything, considering nothing really comes from them. What these are is to get the clips out. It's to do hate farming. Get a little primetime spot on Fox News that night to say,
oh, the left is getting so angry at me telling an Arab American woman that I should do Gitmo torture to her.
It's a completely unserious moment, although the consequences are very serious. But Kennedy and Cruz know exactly what the consequences of their rhetoric and actions are. We're seeing it right now in Springfield, Ohio, where multiple schools and hospitals and businesses and government offices have all had to shut down or go remote because of bomb threats and shooting threats as a direct result of J.D. Vance's rhetoric, Donald Trump's rhetoric, and let's just be honest, the entire Republican Party. And a reminder that support for Palestinian liberation is not necessarily a support for Hamas. Although, would that be worse or even as bad as supporting, I don't know, a genocidal apartheid state currently doing a genocide? Especially considering today, at the time we're recording this, voted overwhelmingly for Israel to end its illegal occupation of all Palestinian territory. As well as, in America, the Arab and Muslim population are overwhelmingly progressive. More so than their Christian counterparts. And I'll remind you that in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, the first person to be victim of an anti-Muslim hate crime was not, in fact, Muslim. It was a Sikh man. Because Islamophobia in America and the West in general has been racialized. If you're an Arab Christian, it doesn't really matter to a Islamophobic American. So it's up to us. We have solidarity with Palestinians, with our Arab and Muslim brothers and sisters, to show up and to be there for them. Because right now, it's looking a lot like post 9/11. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button to get more updates whenever I put videos like this out and highlights from my Twitch channel, where I'm live every day at 7 a.m. Central Time. And I'll catch you next time. This has been The Loedown.